The final weekend of the PLL regular season comes from Albany, New York. Tom and Mary Casey Stadium on the campus of UAlbany. Atlas and Waterdogs meet for their final game of the regular season, and the winner of this game is all but assured the #1 overall spot in the standings and a first-round bye in the playoffs. Plays it around from Law. They keep on swinging it, and it comes to Romar Dennis, and he slipped it through. Opening possession, opening minute for Atlas, and they score the first goal of the game.
For most players in the league, these dodges down the alley present low angle, low efficiency shots. Romar Dennis, completely different story. There's just something about his accuracy and velocity at these sharp angles. He's able to cash in seemingly more than the bulk of every other midfielder in the league.
Conrad wants it again. They get it to him quickly, and he scores. Conrad was calling for that one, and the pass came in a hurry. He ties the score.
Just a heads-up play here by Ethan Walker. Off the restart, Conrad just gets lost on the crease as the Atlas are trying to organize themselves and find their matchups. Conrad wisely takes that little pump fake, takes that extra step upfield to get Colarusso off of his line. That's Walker's 10th assist on the season, holding up Baptiste.
So Baptiste has won all 3 faceoffs. The ground balls are 8-2 Atlas. And now it is a 2-1 lead for Atlas. Mark Cockerton came through unmarked and scores.
Yeah, out of the substitution box, you're just going to see this huge opening right in the middle of the field. So as the ball swings to Teat, he's going to find Cockerton just flying out of the substitution box. Full head of steam. You could see Scarpello kind of look around. It looked like they were trying to match up off ball. A little bit of confusion on who was supposed to take who. And Cockerton cashes in. You can see the pointing right there. Scarpello's going, well, why didn't you take him?
And you can see the look of confusion on the face of Andy Copeland over on the Waterdogs sideline as to what happened there. A little too easy for Cockerton and Atlas.
That previous attempt by Teat, Ben Randall did a really good job navigating that 2-man game.
Cockerton, he scores! Cockerton was being pushed away from the net by Steven DiNapoli. He still was able to get enough on that shot to beat Dylan Ward. Cockerton's got the last 2 for Atlas, who lead 3-1.
Here's Cockerton right on the inside, matched up with DiNapoli. So as we run this, you're going to see Cockerton just create a little bit of space. See that little fade or pop away from the cage? That allows the passing lane to open up for Caraway. And that's all the room that Cockerton needs after a little of a hitch cradle to get his feet set. And after that first goal, you could see him playing with just a little bit more confidence in the mid-range.
Played behind for long. Now Caraway. Caraway taking it to the net, and he got it. Jake Caraway is first today, and Atlas up by 3.
This Atlas team just does such a great job moving the ball, finding matchups, and aggressively attacking. The ball seemingly never gets stuck in anybody's stick. Hey, Jake, aggressive move there underneath on Conrad. Were you surprised they didn't have a slide prepared, or was that a part of the ball movement leading up to it?
Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. You got to slide there. Come on.
Tell us how you really feel, Jake. Son Clarella powering the athletes under the helmet. Might have to talk to him a few more times.
He's climbing up the leaderboard in terms of under the helmet, isn't he?
He is.
You've got to change planes. You've got to add some layer of deception. Colarusso all over that attempt earlier on.
There's a shot that goes for Matt Witcher. That's the first goal of the season for Witcher. And it brings Waterdogs within 2.
And the veteran Kieran McCardle went to make sure he grabbed that ball. First PLL goal, little right to left split. He had Dennis caught out. You could see the slide come from Durkin. I'll be honest with you, I did not see this type of offensive ability or prowess from Witcher. Plays the short stick defensive midfield position, but in terms of transition and two-way opportunities, not necessarily something he's known
Getting upfield at least quickly. Sabia moves it. McCardle to a cutting DiNapoli, and he scores. They made it look pretty. McCardle to DiNapoli, and then a finish, and it's 4-3.
Let's start with the save by Dylan Ward. Teat finds Dox Aiken, catches it low, tries to sneak one by. Ward's all over that. And then in transition, beautiful ball movement. Frees it right there. You're going to see DiNapoli right in the middle of the field finding this open space. Here's DiNapoli. Finds that kind of dead spot. He didn't get it as a trailer, so he stuck with the play, identified an open cutting lane, and Kieran McCardle found him.
Just the third goal of the season for Steven DiNapoli, one of the leaders of this Waterdogs club. This one's set up for Courier. Rylan Reese, who's a 2-point threat. McCardle moves it down. Walker from a tough angle. Ethan Walker ties it at 4. 3 straight goals for Waterdogs.
From a sharp angle, beautiful ball movement from the Waterdogs. They spin it around. They got a little 3-on-2. Walker gets just above goal line extended, maybe 2 or 3 yards, and then just yanks this above Colarusso, who drops down to his knees, tries to get his stick up, but too much heat on that one.
Get a chance to play one of the other top teams in the league, to see how you stack up, to see how you match up, see what you've learned against them. This is the first time they've shared the field here this year. This one kept alive long enough for Eric Law. Waterdogs just couldn't clean up that loose ball, and Atlas take back the lead on the goal for Law.
Turnovers in the clearing game will kill you. And Liam Burns picks up a nifty little loose ball here, but as he goes to flick it upfield, Teat gets a piece of it. Cockerton is just always around those ground balls, those kind of scramble plays, those broken plays, picks it up, identifies Law, and backhands it. And from that distance, Law is pretty much automatic. You'll see in the goal cam, Ward is actually right there. But Law shooting north of 40% on the season. Insane. But most of them are for that variety.
Yeah. Reminding everybody that he is still one of the best ever to play the position. And he has been awfully good in the start of this game. And Kieran McCardle, we've got a flag thrown. The goal, though, will count. And it was a push that led to the step into the crease for Kieran McCardle after the goal. And it is 5-5.
Ruling on the play is a good goal. We have a push against the Atlas that's wiped out. Good goal, we start all even.
Third point for Kieran McCardle as well, a goal to add to his 2 assists.
And on this dodge, you're going to see Van Rappoort's kind of anticipating a 2-man game for Courier, takes a poor approach angle, and McCardle wisely changes direction, goes underneath, and kind of gets to the moment of truth here, and goes leaping through the air to avoid stepping in the crease, and is able to reach over the top of Colarusso right there. Generates enough of an angle. You can see the push.
Work on their tan here before the day is done, but 2 games on deck here today, 2 more tomorrow. What a play from Tucker Durkin to take away what looked like a sure thing as that pass was headed towards the net.
That was textbook fast break defense. You could see Durkin rotate right to the middle of the crease, basically splitting the two low players. Got his stick to the inside, so he was able to intercept that skip. Had they gone one more down to Walker, he would have been able to rotate over. That's why the veteran is still in the league and playing so well, right? Right. That's a perfect microcosm of what to do on a fast break defensively.
McCardle turned around by Van Raphorst. Skip pass over. Underhand shot from Ryan Brown. 20th goal of the season for Ryan Brown, and the Waterdogs have their first lead. This second quarter has belonged to Waterdogs.
Don't you just love watching him shoot? Every shot is at his disposal. Here you can see him backing away to create space. Catches this with his right, and he uses that same release point. So he catches it low, and as opposed to wasting time and energy, efficiently shoots from that same angle. So young players out there, when you practice shooting, try to catch and shoot from exactly where you receive the ball to tighten up that release point. That's exactly why Ryan Brown delivers yet again. Atlas
in a hurry. Caraway moves it down. Law spins away, and on the dive he scores. From one end to the other in a hurry. Atlas come right back down and tie it. Second today for Eric Law.
What a nifty little move by Eric Law. You're going to see on this fast break, he gets upfield to increase his angle, but then puts on the brakes and does a little roll dodge to get underneath and bends his way back in front of the crease to increase his shooting angle. You thought Liam Burns might slide across the field there, but by getting upfield on that initial break, he then affords himself the space for when he rolls to work his way back in front of the net. Heat right now.
Omar Dennis played it behind the pass for Doc Sagan. Takes an extra step and scores. Doc Sagan got that pass at a good spot, moved a little closer, and then tied it at 6.
And it starts with a dodge by Dennis. Paul referenced the Waterdogs sliding. You can see that initial slide. So now they've got them spinning, and the beautiful skip pass there from Eric Law to Doc Sagan, a little hitch. Takes one step to the inside to get past Conrad, his former teammate at the University of Virginia, before finishing it. That's team offense, that's team lacrosse. Romar Dennis isn't going to have anything on the stat sheet, but everybody watching and his teammates know that he started that action.
Doc Sagan won his second NCAA title a couple of weeks before the start of the PLL season with UVA. And Doc Sagan has tied the score at 6. Fourth time it has been tied here.
And just kind of eat this shot clock violation, live for another day. But good possession there by Atlas defensively. Really like the slide Tucker Durkin had on Mikey Schlosser. Might have been an opportunity for him to kind of bend down and gain some momentum. Speaking of momentum.
Don't stand in front of Omar Dennis. PLL on Peacock is brought to you in part by Guaranteed Rate. Here's Jeff Teat. Just one assist in the first half for Jeff Teat. With 29 points in his first 6 pro games as the #1 overall pick in this most recent college draft. Here's Teat. Skip pass. Costabile loads it up and scores. Costabile got everything behind that one. Blows it past Dylan Ward.
Off the loose ball, Danny Baccaro's going to pick it up. Evade Ben Randall, frees it right here. You can see DiNapoli, he's pointing. So these two Waterdogs kind of commit over here to Baccaro, and that allows Teat to catch, push here. Over here's Costabile. So beautiful find by Teat. Once the defense rotates, you can see the gorgeous camera angle, and Costabile winds up and finds space on the near side. If you like that camera angle, this one's going to be even better as Costabile winds up, absolutely nails that near side high pipe as Ward was kind of leaning towards the opposite low corner.
After DiNapoli called for the hold. Just 2 for 12 on the season. Making 3 for 13. Brian Costabile on the power play, and it's 8-6. Costabile has the only 2 goals in the second half for this game.
You're just getting nothing crazy about this power play. You're just going to get a simple little cut down the middle. Here's Costabile on the right side of your screen. So as this cut occurs, Eric Law just identifies Costabile on the wing. Not a ton of angle, but when you bring the type of heat that he does, you don't need much to shoot at. You can see the respect given to the cut by Caraway, who wisely gets the heck out of the way of that shot.
They reference family style, which is Atlas' motto here, everybody eats. And there's a goal for Waterdogs to get one of them right back. Courier finally finds the back of the net.
You kind of referenced his slow start. A lot of that has to do by the efforts of Craig Chick, number 21. So let's just get him out of the picture. So you can see Withers stays on. He sets that pick right there. Courier's now matched up on Baptiste, who just doesn't get out on Courier's hands. So Courier uses him as a screen. You're going to see he shoots around Baptiste. So you got the screen for Baptiste, and then Courier going low to high, changing planes. Tough one for Colarusso to see and then stop.
More of a concern for Atlas than the game clock right now. Caraway, T, stops, pumps, regained his balance, then got popped by Byrne, takes a hack with the ball under there. Big time body check, delivered that time by Romar Dennis. All of that clean, and a save made at the end by Dylan Ward, and that will end quarter number 3. Well, the tone has been set for the fourth quarter here in the closing seconds of the third.
Get your Waterdogs offense right there. Generate the 2 for Reese off the faceoff.
Courier taking a tour around back. Ryland Reese does have 3 2-pointers this year. This one heaved out for Schlosser on the run, and he buries it. That's a long one from Mikey Schlosser to tie it at 8. He came with a full head of steam.
And a great find by Conrad. And obviously you'll take the goal, but Schlosser just a couple inches, and this would have been worth 2. The huge run up and the follow through. You can see the left foot right at that 15-yard mark. But great vision and touch by Courier, allowing Schlosser to catch that in rhythm at full speed and get maximum torque behind that.
Scarpello will calm things down, and they work it ahead for Chris Sabia.
A little too much standing around there by Atlas offensively. When Teets got that short stick, you could see him patiently dodging. All the other 5 players, they need to be engaging their defenders, picking for each other, moving. Too much stationary play away from the ball.
Today's sports betting lines are powered by DraftKings Sportsbook. Schlosser sprinting. Schlosser, he scores! Mikey Schlosser using the speed. He has scored twice here to open the fourth quarter. Waterdogs have the lead.
When he's at his best, he's going north-south, and too often today he's been going east-west. You can see with a big head of steam, he's kind of bending outside the hashes, and then he gets back inside the hashes right there at the end. Just enough shooting angle. This camera will give us a perfect look. Looks like he goes right over the top of Colarusso. The Atlas so far defensively did a good job of kind of pushing him out towards the perimeter. Finally, he was able to bend in, get in range, and have enough angle.
Leading the way with 4 points for the guys in purple. Mikey Schlosser. Knocked down, back up, still with it, and scores! A hat trick goal for Mikey Schlosser puts Waterdogs up by 2 here late. He has all 3 goals in the 4th quarter.
And I don't know how he scored this, and I don't think he does either, because he ran himself right into trouble. You're going to see him dodge down the alley. Here comes the slide. He tries to split it with a swim. Pless is going for the stick checks. Rexroad actually makes contact on this trail check, but Schlosser somehow able to keep his stick in and the ball in his stick and backhand it past Colarusso. When a guy's in tight like that, you got to stop swinging sticks and take body. Credit Schlosser for fighting through all those stick checks.
He's the athlete they like to just run around and play keep away. And why not try and make a move to net? Over the head went Chick, and he came up with the strip.
You got to go quickly here.
On Scarpello, fed behind, now in front, behind the back from Jeff Teat goes! Jeff Teat makes the play to give Atlas life here late.
And he makes the play in dramatic fashion with a ridiculous behind the back shot. You're going to see Dennis swing it to Law. Some inside action. Good cut there by Teat. I mean, Randall's there. And Teat goes behind the back to increase his shooting angle. So as he's cutting down, he's run out of space. He whips it behind the back, far side to beat Dylan Ward. What an incredible shot. And we've got our face-off that we were looking for, that the Atlas were looking for.
But this could be the game. Baptiste gets the clamp. Couldn't get it cleanly though, and Withers has it. Jake Withers comes up with the face-off win. Still loose on the ground. 6 seconds left. Atlas up with it with 5. Danny Logan, one last heave for Law is stopped. Waterdogs win it. They'll be the #1 seed in the PLL playoffs. A ticket to the semifinal for Waterdogs. Etched in stone, Waterdogs, #1 during the regular season. They get a first round bye as they beat Atlas today, 10-9 here in Albany.